What should you do with your old 401k once you leave your job? It's Lisa Ward here, the founder and CEO of Plumb Financial. Don't leave your money behind. My goodness. Don't leave it behind. So, what happens when you leave an employer and you've had a retirement plan with them? Well, great question. There's several options here. So you transition to another employer that has a like plan. So if you go from a public company to a public company, you've got 401k to 401k. You have the option to do a direct rollover from one 401k to another. And there's an asterisk there. So say at your old employer, they had a match, but there was what's called a vesting schedule, and you were only 50% vested for the employer match. All of the money you personally put in from your paycheck, that is yours. That will be rolled over to your new 401k. But you were only 50% vested in the employer's contribution to your retirement account. So say they put in $5,000, well, you only receive $2,500 in that rollover, and then the company gets to keep that other $2,500, and that continues to be put into somebody else's 401k in the future. So vesting schedule potential there. Now, what if you change from nonprofit to public? So that's 403B, it's the tax law there, to a 401k. If it was all pre-tax money, can transition, no problem. But what if you don't have a 401k or a 403B or any type of retirement at your new employer? Well, then you can do a direct rollover to an individual retirement account, IRA, and pre-tax money goes to a traditional IRA, and post-tax money goes to a Roth IRA. And you can do this as long as the check is written out to the plan provider, so 401k provider to 401k provider, or if you're going to open up your own IRA, or if you have somebody managing it like myself, then it's written out to our investment platform. So you don't receive that money. The check is not written out to Lisa Ward. It's written out to the investment company or the plan provider. And as long as that is done correctly, that is not considered a taxable event. It is considered a rollover. Now, if the check was written out to Lisa Ward, then according to the IRS, that is a taxable event. And now that is all, if it was pre-tax money, taxable income to me, and I would have to claim it on my tax return to pay Social Security tax, Medicare tax, and federal tax. And if you're in a state income tax, state income tax. So you'd have to pay taxes on all of that. There's another asterisk. If you are under the age of 59 and a half, and the check is written out to Lisa Ward, I see I'm under the age of 59 and a half, I would also pay a 10% penalty because I'm not old enough. They're saying, no, that's retirement money. That's for your future self. Don't cash that out. Keep it in your retirement account and let it continue to grow. So, recap here. It can be a direct rollover from plan to plan to IRA. Technically, an option is to cash it out, so plan to cash money, pay taxes, and potentially a penalty. So make sure that that is the decision you want to do, because you can't undo it necessarily. Or you leave it there because the plan is fantastic, but I wouldn't do it. keep your money with you. We end up forgetting about it. Like, oh yeah, I haven't logged in to see how that account's doing. I wonder. So why would you transition from your new 401k to an IRA? Great question. Well, you might not like the investment options in your new plan at work. They might just be mutual funds and your account is large enough where you can actually have individual stocks and individual bonds. Or the funds aren't performing well. They're not great options to begin with. And you want to be more selective and have control of what your investments are in. So that could be an argument there. Or you want to do what's called a Roth conversion. So say all of your money is pre-tax. That pre-tax rolls over to a traditional IRA. But this new job, we're making more money because it's a new job. Why not? And we want to start growing our after-tax retirement assets. So we take the hit and we're going to do a Roth conversion. So convert traditional to Roth IRA funds. Can't do that when you do 401k to 401k or 403b to 403b. So as you transition from one job to another, keeping your assets with you is super important. And if you guys have questions about any of these scenarios, you're like, Lisa, can you walk me through that one more time? Or have questions about your individual household, please let me know and schedule a blueprint call and look forward to talking to you soon.